Okay, here we go. We're back. So, back in Satisfactory. It's been a couple of days since I was in here, but we need to keep working on our supercomputer park here, and the grid must go. So, what I'm thinking about for today is getting started with this section over here. So we are pulling in some oil to produce heavy oil residue and a little bit of polymer resin, which I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. But that is being used to produce petroleum coke, which is in turn being used to produce steel for the encased industrial beams. So I'd like to start by moving that over here somehow. What do we have over here? What's in this storage container at the moment? This is just a whole bunch of steel beams. Okay. So I think we just get rid of this. All of it, really. There we go. And tear this down. And I think we'll end up putting a new oil extractor here and rebuilding this section that is producing the steel. Now, roughly speaking, I'd like to use this kind of area of the beaches here for building. Part of the problem is that we've got stuff here already. So I'm thinking this through. We don't actually need this to be up and running at the moment, so we could tear it all down. These guys are taking the steel beams or steel ingots and producing steel beams here. So we're producing what? This is 100. This is 100%. That's 100%, and that's 100%. So we've got 4 factories producing steel beams from the ingots at 100%. I think I want 2 factories here. So we'll have one kind of producing the steel ingots, and then we'll have a little bit of a break where this narrow isthmus is between these 2 islands. We'll preserve that, and we'll shuttle over the ingots, I think, and then move this into its own kind of space over here, maybe. So I think for this one, we're going to use rectangular factories, and we're just going to have small modular factories that are producing just a little bit of something to go, you know, left and right on belts towards the other factories. I think that's the idea. Larry Nett, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. So if we were to build a very small factory here just to take the oil, right, and produce the petroleum coke that we need, that could be one factory over here, one small box factory kind of a deal right here. The issue that I have is what to do with the resin produced here. Because at the moment, the polymer resin, yeah, I believe at the moment I am shuttling this into... This isn't even running at the moment because it's not consuming anything to produce... Yeah, I'm shuttling it into an awesome sink. So where else am I using resin, and how can I think I'm already using all the resin I need here. I think there's actually some extra flowing into another... Yeah, I've got another awesome sink over here. And we're using all of the resin, I guess, because it's not backed up. Do we have enough resin coming in here? I can't remember, to be honest. I guess we do? If it's not backed up, there must be exactly the right amount, I suppose? Where's the resin going in here? I worked on this so a few days ago, and it's like a week and a half ago that I actually built this, and I can't remember. So it goes over there to produce, I think, plastic. I gotta get out of here now. So the resin comes out here. And it's used to produce rubber, 13.125. So I guess we're getting exactly the amount we need, which is strange because I thought we had extra somewhere. How are you running? You're running at 100% efficiency. Okay. I thought we had more resin than we needed, but it seems like we don't. Where is all that coming from? The resin is coming from over here. Yeah. Not here. It's coming from here, these guys. So 20, 20, and 20. So we're producing 60 polymer resin per second. And it looks like it's all being consumed over here. Let's take one more look at this. Michael Linsenmeyer, welcome back. Good to see you again. Look at all the pretty colors you used. Yeah, I do like trying to decorate a little bit. So our polymer resin's coming here. This is consuming 26.25 per minute. So where is all the rest of it going? If that line has 60 on it, am I pulling some off somewhere else then? Because it's not, the line is not backed up. It's fully flowing here. 60 resin per minute. Am I pulling some off somewhere else? Or did I count wrong? I don't think so. These aren't underclocked or anything. Yeah, 20 per minute. This is at 100% clock speed. That's 20 per minute. And that's 20 per minute. So we're producing 60 per minute, but we're only using like 26.5. So I don't understand why this... I don't understand why this belt isn't backed up. It should be backed up by now. Hello, Mr. Bean. Is something else pulling off of this? That doesn't look like quite as much as we've seen. And this is only using like half of what's on that belt, so there's got to be more. Oh, okay, we are splitting it. All right, we're splitting it. And you're using 26.25. So combined, they're using like 52.5 of the 60. So I guess that sort of makes sense because that means there's only 6 per minute, and this is a fairly long belt. There's 6, but there should be 6 per minute overflow. This is at 121 of 4, 123 of 4. Okay, so it is very slowly filling up, but only 6 per minute, 3 per minute each into each of these. So 3 per minute into 120 is what? 3 per minute into 120. That's 40 minutes, but this has been running for longer than 40 minutes, so it should be full. I'm a little bit confused there, but I'm just going to ignore this for now. All right. The point is, if we produce more polymer resin over here, what do we do with it? And another point is I need some plastic and rubber overflow. We talked about that before. Bob Schwan, welcome back. When your factory gets so big, you forget half the stuff. Yeah, TFW, right? Exactly. I've been working on this for like almost 2 months now. So I have forgotten bits and pieces. So we have rubber here. You know what I might do? If my math is correct, this is 60 per second coming in. And we're only consuming 52.5. So honestly, this has been running for 40 minutes. I'm confused why this isn't backed up a lot more than it is. Let me just check inside the building, the full line for the polymer resin here. So it comes in where? Here, right? No, that's going out. I think it's lower down. Polymer resin comes in here, 60 per minute. Then it comes over here and splits in 2. Yeah, there's no one else draining off of this, so I feel like this should be backed up, but Maybe I'll hold off on that for a while. We'll come back in another hour after streaming for another hour and see how that looks. But what do we do with the polymer resin we're going to produce over here? I guess we can throw it into an awesome sink and just be done with it. Because we're going to be producing what? 20 and 20 again? Yeah, so we're going to be producing 40 resin per minute. And I guess we can just delete it, but that seems wasteful. The other thing we could do is set up plastic and rubber recycling, which I originally had over there. But that does take up a lot of space. Radu, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you. I find it weird that you're producing 60 per minute and using a Mark 1 belt, which runs at 60 per minute, but there are gaps of resin on that belt, meaning less than... Yeah, that's a good point. Why is that? Is that a 60 per minute belt? No, this is a Mark II belt. That's part of the reason. But still, there shouldn't be gaps, right? It should be constant production, I would think. Or why would there not be? No, it's because there's a Mark II belt. So this squeezes out 2 polymer resin, 20 per minute, but 2 polymer resin onto its belt. And so we should be seeing chunks of 6, I think. Or roughly that much. Or see here... Oh, that is a Mark 1 belt. I was looking at the plastic thing. Okay. So yeah, this should be pretty much full all the time. That's a good point. So maybe we're not producing 60 per second. Because if we were, Bob is right. This belt would be completely saturated. It is a Mark 1. So it should all look like that all the time, really. So why would there be gaps? See, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like that's correct. Huh. That's a Mark 1. That's a Mark 1. Were there gaps? Yeah, there was a little gap there. And these two were... Yeah, there was a little interruption. Let's check our efficiency on the 3 producers. So this one's at 100%. This one's at 82%. Okay, that is interesting. So why are you at 82% efficiency? This one's at 59. Okay. So thinking about this, are we not consuming enough heavy... Are we not consuming enough? Why? Okay, let's think about this. So, basically, these go directly into these, which produce this, which goes over to the power plant. So if the power plant isn't consuming 100% of our production, but even then, this industrial fluid buffer is not full. So the fact that this isn't full after running for an hour and a half means we are consuming the full 128 or very close to it. These are all turned on, right? Yeah, all of these are turned on. Okay. So what about the turbo fuel producers? Are they running at 100% efficiency or not? No, this one's at 45. Okay. Is it not getting enough compacted coal? Ah, you know what? This might be it. Okay. Okay, I think I understand now. So, essentially, we did the compacted coal last time, and it's catching up at the moment. Because we're producing, I think, hold on, 30 per minute, right? 30, 30, 30, 30, and 30. So we need 150 coal per minute, and we're producing, what are we producing? 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, and 25. So 6 times 25 is 3 times 50 is 150. So the issue is because we're producing exactly as much coal as we need, the manifest is going to be, the manifold is going to be very slow to catch up. All right, so this explains everything. So this one has gradually filled up, as has this one, which means we're getting a little bit more per second going into this one, and gradually this will get filled up as well, because of the way manifolds work, but it's going to take a very long time. And then these two over here won't be getting the full amount on a perfect basis until a good while passes and the manifold system catches up. The sulfur's not enough. The assemblers are going empty. I think we're... Hold on. Okay, 40% here. That's not good. 80% here. 100% there. 100% there. 80% efficiency. All right, so there is a deficiency of some sort. 41%. I think you're right. I think it's maybe the sulfur. So how much do we need here? I think it's the same thing. The manifold is just taking a while to catch up. 25 per minute. And 25 per minute. Yeah. So we need 150 sulfur. It's coming in on a Mark IV belt and then being split off into Mark I. So we can see these are slowly catching up, right? So this is at 80%. 8 out of 5 sulfur. This is the problem with setting things up to be exactly like exact numbers. With a manifold system, it just takes a while for everything to catch up. I think this is actually okay. I think over time, the efficiency numbers here will rise. So we're at 80 and like 40 something. 42. 41. Yeah, this was 40 a moment ago. It's slowly rising as the manifold system catches up. Because you can see, this is full. So it's only consuming... It's got 100 out of 5. So it's only consuming 25 per minute off of this line. And you can see the Mark I belt here is stopped. So it takes in 5 and then it stops. And then while it's stopped, more passes through this and onto the next line. So it's all manifold stuff. It's all just waiting. It's probably going to take a couple hours of gameplay for everything to catch up, but we're okay here. All right. So I think I'm okay with where we are. I've answered my own questions about why the polymer resin isn't backed up. We're going to need to wait for the manifolds at the compacted coal to balance out. And actually, one thing we could do is manually speed things up here. So if I come over here and grab a bunch of sulfur, right? I can pop this in and speed things up. We can get our efficiencies up much more quickly this way. So if I dump you in until you're full, and then do the same thing here, okay, so these are now full. We could do the same thing with coal, I think. Let's do that. Yeah, let's manually help things along here. Also, my inventory is very full. What's going on? I've got extra fabric that I don't need. What is this? Compacted coal. I don't need any view. What else we got? Some extra cable. Extra rotors I don't need. What is this? Coal. We'll use that in a second. Get rid of you, and that's better. All right, that gives me a little bit more space to work with. Let's grab some coal as well from here. The assemblers are going empty. Aha, the center belt is not all Mark IV. 2 of the belt feeds are Mark Is in the center. Yes, Mark Is are okay because we need 150 We need 150 per second. And then we pull off 25. Oh, you're right. That's a problem. We're not pulling off 60. We're pulling off 25 per minute. So, for the coal, we've got a Mark IV and then a Mark II. That's no good, right? Yeah, 25 per minute. So this needs to support at least 100 per minute, and it can't. That's another good catch. Thank you. All right. So you're going to be a Mark II moving forward. As are you can be, I think you can be a 60. Yeah, you don't matter. But you do. Maybe just for sanity's sake, we'll make everything a Mark II after it joins up. Those are the Mark IVs. Those are fine. Those are the actual inputs. Okay. Now let's fill these up with coal. Make sure they have all the coal they need. Okay. So now these should slowly run up to 100% efficiency now. And we should not see, for example, the coal or sulfur dropping. Now, the sulfur's dropping because we had the wrong conveyor belt for a while. But Bob caught that. Let's fix that everywhere. So now, okay, let's take a look now. 100, 100. Hundo, hundo. That's good. Over here, we're running low on sulfur, but it should catch up because we've got the belts corrected. Same here. And here, right? So if coal stays at 100 and sulfur slowly increases, we're fixed over here now. That's a good catch, Bob. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was thinking I'm pulling off 60 per second with the thing, so it doesn't matter. But I was only pulling off 25 in actual number. Okay, let's give this a second. Let's check in. How are you doing with coal? You're still at 100. You're still at 100, but the sulfur's dropping. It's troubling. Mark II belt, Mark II belt. Mark II belt. Is there enough coming off? Yeah, those are, there should be enough, I think. This is dropping rapidly. What have I got wrong still? How much is coming along the sulfur line? See, this is a Mark IV all the way to the train station. It's completely backed up. So that shouldn't be the problem. So that feeds in, right? Got a Mark IV belt, comes to here, this splitter. These are consuming 25 per minute off the Mark IV belt. So they're full still. And then we've got 100 per minute more that we need, and a Mark II belt should be able to more than support that. Maybe we'll just upgrade this a little bit more to move it along faster. I don't think that makes a difference though, because a Mark II can support 120 per minute, so we're not getting more 120 resources per minute. So if there were more resources to burn or to move, this would be full. Like this one, where it's all cramped together. How about you? How are you doing? You're dropping as well. There is one more Mark I just after the first splitter on the sulfur line. It's a stub and hard to see. Oh, is there? Oh, look at that. Gosh darn it. What a disaster. Okay, that should fix the problem then. All right. Wow. Eagle eyes, Bob. Eagle eyes. Fantastic. Okay, that's now fixed. Now we should be producing the right amount of compacted coal, and the rest of this should catch up in time, assuming I don't have any more problems with belts, which I very well could, but we'll check back another time. Okay. Over here, We want to... so I still don't really know what to do with this polymer resin other than sink it. We're producing rubber here. We do need a plastic overflow. Let's take care of that. I think we can do that here. That's not a problem. Where do I want to put that? Do I want to put that somewhere on this machine? I guess so. Or I could pull it off elsewhere. Where would I pull it off? So the plastic line is coming from the center here. And that is also coming from here. Right, this is another byproduct. Or no, this is not a byproduct. We're deliberately producing that here at these three to be used in the supercomputers. So where does the storage make the most sense? Probably over at the end of the production line. It makes the most sense, I think. I guess I can pop another storage container here. I'm not sure it looks right, though. Where is... Not that. I want organization. If I popped another industrial storage here, is that okay? Does that work? I guess that's fine. It doesn't look out of place from the front. A little bit from the back. Because these three are kind of centered on that little bit there. If I paint that blue for plastic. Yeah, that's okay. High-speed connectors, computers, AI limiters, and plastic. I guess it's fine. Let's do it. Missing quartz crystal. Really? Okay. We're producing some of that over here. Is there a backup? Can I grab some? What is that being used for? What is this? Circuit boards. Okay. You should be, I guess, like a green color then? Something? Yeah, something like that. Circuit boards there. And where's the crystals? The crystals are being produced inside the building. But they're flowing to this guy for the... Is that right? Quartz crystals. Yeah, I can grab some of these. There we go. Okay. Just steal a little bit from him. And sort this out. Okay, now let's come back over here and finish up the plastic overflow. Plastic. There we go. Alright, so then we're going to need a floor hole here, and getting the plastic overflow in here shouldn't be too hard. I don't think. Alright, let's head down inside. And where is our plastic line? Where is it going at the moment? It's very cramped down here. Plastic is here, so we can... flying is making this hard. I'm actually going to turn flying off. Let's see. We want to come over this way, I think. And is this the new one? Yeah, we got AI limiters. Yeah, so this is going to be plastic overflow right here. Okay. Let's go to layout and get rid of the picture. And then go to element settings and call this plastic overflow. Okay. So we want to just put an overflow splitter or a smart splitter here. Let's go into logistics and grab that. That'll work. And we'll configure this. The right output is going to be overflow. Now, it looks like there's not a lot of stutter on this line. We're consuming pretty much all of it, I guess. But we can still bring this over. Let's go ahead and... I don't know how much plastic we're actually producing. What is this line over here? This line is a Mark 1, so I guess we're not making much more than 60. Okay, that's fine. We'll put another lift here. And we'll start to bring this over here. Like so. Not quite. No, I've screwed this up again. Hold on. Oh, we do have some overflow. Interesting, interesting. Will that work? Yes, that looks correct. Let's get rid of you and you and finish up like this. Okay. So we do have some overflow coming along. It looks like. Yeah, okay. Good. So this will slowly fill up the plastic overflow. Like that. Happy with that. Been there, done that, had the same frustration. Michael Linsmeyer says they need to introduce intergalactic trade. So like what? You'd send packages up the space elevator and get something back in return? Interesting idea. Okay. All right, so we've got our plastic overflow set up. We can actually take this off our like to-do list. It's been here forever. We don't have rubber overflow though, so that's not good. But eventually we'll get there. Okay. Now let's head back over. Oh, I'm not actually flying, I'm hovering. Let's go back to flying. I like it too much, I'm addicted. There we go. Let's head back over here and let's start working on some kind of factory to take out the oil, the steel production line over here. So we can take out this chunk of the grid and move it. What were you doing exactly? What are you? You're making more heavy oil residue, but you're not going anywhere. You're not connected to anything, right? Yeah, you're just standing by yourself doing nothing. All right. I think we just delete you? You're not actually connected to anything, right? Yeah. Okay, you go away. So we are going to need 4 refineries. We're going to need to connect them up. And we're going to have to get rid of the polymer resin somehow. But that's going to produce the petroleum coke that feeds into 2 foundries to produce the steel ingots that we need for 4 constructors to produce steel beams that we need for the encased industrial beam stuff. So if we come over here and get started, I think we start by putting down some grids here. And let's see. We'll start with a 4, and we'll try and lock it to the world grid here, like so. Now, if we do that, can we still pop an extractor on? We can, and we can even kind of angle it the way we want. Okay. So I think for this, how do we want to do this? I don't want it kind of clipping off the edge. I think something like that is okay. Although it's not really aligned 100%, but it's pretty good. But I actually want the oil coming this way. So I think we'll do that, just to start. So there's kind of a Is that facing the right way, actually? Look, the little lizard doggos running around on the oil platform. Hey, buddy. Hi. So I want to use up as much of this space as I can. So I'm not sure I actually do want it to face that way. Let's actually put it facing the other way. Let's face it like this. And let's have the oil go that way. Into like this, like into a port on a factory that's kind of going to be around here, I think. So if I were to build the foundation first, I don't want to go too much past the beach area here. So if I did something like this, did I not? How did I manage that? That's wrong. It's not connected. So we can kind of go like this out to there. That gives us some space to work a little bit. And we will likely have to tear down a little bit of some of this, but this is a good amount of space to work with here. And it's all aligned to the world grid, and it's all kind of connected to this guy. Now, this I don't like. I think we'll try to put some... I think we'll do something... We'll try to put some halfway type deals here. Some triangles to kind of get a line here going, maybe. Up the edge of the beach. Don't we have triangular foundations now? Let me catch up with the chat. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, guys. You guys were going crazy, and I kind of ignored you for a second. Factory Guy, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. Factory Guy, I have a question again. So a few days ago, Coffee Stain Studios made a video. What would be cool if it was added to Satisfactory, right? And then they'd said something would be cool if they add trains to Satisfactory. But I'm sure trains are already in Satisfactory. And comments said, yeah, trains confirmed. What does that mean? Sorry, I had to continue on another text. Too much text. Well, I kind of agree with Michael. That sounds like you watched an old video from like 5 years ago, or not 5 years ago, 2 years ago or something. Either that or it was like some kind of meme or joke where everybody's like, every time someone asks what would be cool to add to the game, everybody goes, oh yeah, trains would be great. Maybe it's like an inside joke thing. Hey, Jacob, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, Factory Guy, if you take hang on a second. If you have a YouTube link that looks like this, right? https www.youtube.com, and then there's something like watch question v equals and then like a number like this. If you don't try to print the whole link, if you just put the last part of the query string here, you can put that in chat. So you can type something like this, and then everybody kind of knows that's how you can, you stick that on the end of a watch URL, and the people should be able to see the video that you're talking about. At least that's what I think. All right, I'm sorry, Plant, but you do have to go. And so do you, Barrel Nut. Okay. Now, where was I? I wanted to see if we had kind of triangular foundations. I can't remember if we do or not. Foundations. Yeah, we have corners. Inner corner extension. Maybe we don't. I mean, you can do it. You can do it with this, right? Like if I did like this, then what? Then I just make the corner of this building a ramp. That's an interesting idea. Maybe that does work. So I'd go like that. And then I need the other part of it, right? I need the so down corner ramp and up corner ramp. Yeah, like that. And then I turn these into concrete. Okay, so now we've got kind of a shape starting to come together for the building. I wonder if I should continue this ramp motif along the other edges, or if it should just be that one piece. Now next we're going to need 4 refineries, so let's see if we can slot those in. And the way I did these were reversed. So let's see, where's the input? Input would be here for the oil, right? So something like this. We get these two producing petroleum, rather heavy oil residue, and the polymer resin. And that comes out of here and goes into another two to produce the petroleum coke. Right? So the output flows. The resin has to get sunk, but the heavy oil residue comes out and goes into these guys. This is a simple one, heavy oil to petroleum coke. So that would come out here and probably go into an awesome sink, I guess, because I don't have a better solution for it at the moment. So the resin goes in here, for example, and then we pipe the heavy oil residue over here. We get 2 more of these guys, making petroleum coke. So we can kind of slot them over here. Like this. And then we run a line that goes around behind and takes the heavy oil residue to them. And then we have the foundries, and I think that's kind of it for this factory. Then we just build walls, we put kind of a roof on it, and call it a day for this. And so we have nothing coming in because we're just using this oil. No, we would need the iron ore coming in, but that's coming from this station anyway. So we could replace some of this belt. And then we have 2 foundries, right? We just have the 2 foundries. Yeah, they get the coke and the iron, and produce the steel. So we get, let's get the foundries in here, production. We get 2 foundries here. Maybe, I wonder, maybe the foundries face the front. So I kind of need to fake something up here. Like this. Ooh, you know what? Even like a raised platform is kind of an interesting idea. Is 3 enough? Do I want to move that at all? I would, yeah, I kind of want to move it more to the right here. Let's get, can I do that? Is there a way for me to move it? Yeah, like that, right? And then I get rid of these. I pop this one here instead. 1, 2, 3. This is kind of interesting. Just a little raised platform for the 2 foundries. And then these are kind of centered like this, maybe? I think that's off. Yeah, that's not quite right. So if we have these raised a little bit, we need them back a little bit further, actually, so that there's room for the to collect the output, the steel beams, or the steel ingots, rather. So we can do it something like that. So then the petroleum coke would feed in behind, along with we'd have to get the other thing in the iron ore somehow. And actually, this needs to be raised up, probably on a pancake floor, so we can lift these up a little bit higher. We can still keep the idea. So let's go up by 7 here. Let's do that. And then actually, let's do this. And then we can have a glass front along the beach that shows off the kind of nifty whatever thing that the thing we just built that's producing the iron. So what kind of supports do we want here? That's another interesting question. I think metal beams here makes sense. Metal pillar. There's a big metal pillar. Small metal pillar. Yeah, this should be black metal because we're producing steel. So we'll just have these like this. And then for the actual factory exterior, we can throw up some glass on this window. Where's the architecture? No, we want walls. We want walls. So we want, what do we want? Hex frames? Reinforced windows? Reinforced is pretty cool. Let's try this. Oh, we're going to have trouble getting it along the diagonal, though. How do I do that? I need a thing here that is angled correctly and positioned correctly so that I can do this. Something like that, I guess? Does that work? Not really. Now it's kind of screwy. We need to come up by, what, 4 here? 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now if I put a reinforced window there and go down, should match up with the diagonal just fine. Okay, that looks good. Let's do the same. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Like this. Let's go back 1. Yeah, there we go. And then come up to 4. Come on. There we go. And we can grab that. Do the same thing here. Get rid of these. Now we can come across and see where they meet in the middle. Let's do 2, or maybe just 1. So it's all, wow, that's crazy. It's really close. There's a teeny tiny little gap there. That's so funny. And we can actually fill that in like this. And it looks fine. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. So we come out to the middle, and then we do that up a little bit more. I'm not sure how tall this is going to be. What do you guys think about these reinforced windows? They're a little bulky to me. Does someone else see this? Yeah, factory guy. So I know I'm behind again. Oh God, I'm way behind. Literally build a sandbox around the barrel nuts to preserve them, like a planting box. Stream will also start in a few minutes. Oh, cool, Jaco. Building a steel smelting. Some decorations mods, very cool. Factory guy, I can see the BWMXD, the URL fragment you posted, so that is a workaround. What was coming in Satisfactory Update 8? You asked ChatGPT. The name of the vid. He's letting ChatGPT write the script, but it's info 2 to 3 years old, so it's a joke, kind of, because they're already there. Oh, okay. You should add a hex window in the center. Really like the reverse slope to close the gaps. Yeah, okay. You're talking about the up corner ramps? I guess we'll keep building this for now and see how it plays out. See what it looks like when it's like kind of all built. So over on the sides, though, we would have walls. We would not have more windows. So this would just kind of come up like that. And the shape of the factory here would just be kind of like an odd shape. We'd have this kind of glass front where you can kind of see inside a little bit. Not that much. Let's put the foundries back. Production foundry. And we want you to be front facing. And back a little bit. Kind of like that. And then another one like that. No, that's not right. Why does that need so much space? All right, this has to be more to the left, I guess. Like that. There we go. Those look right. Okay. And then these should actually be grip metal, I think. Because we're making steel. We've got metal pillars. I think this one platform should be like this. I'm not sure about. I'm not sold on these hex windows or whatever they are. So if I continue making the factory like this, then we end up. We're gonna need to go taller, quite a bit taller, I think, to encompass the refineries. But I just want to get a feel for the kind of the overall shape here. And then we don't really have a good solution back there. Probably need to build another sideways ramp dealy. A creature's in the way. Okay. Let's do this, and then we need a corner here again. Let's see. I really like the reverse lift to close the gaps, and the heavy window seems like if you want it to look structural. What about a steel frame on the roof to surround the smokestacks? Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Okay, let's come back to that. I want to build this this section of the wall here. So we're going to need to do something, again, like this. I might need to get a little bit closer here. Where was I? I think it was like, nope. I think it's like this. And if I build something here, no, it's offset. But is that a problem? Can I slide it? I can slide it forward one, but I don't know if that's better or worse. It's still offset. Yeah, I don't think I can do much about this. It's one or the other, right? That's kind of okay. Let's just go with that and see how close we can get over here. Okay, so the the angle's not exact. How are we going to close that? So we need to come one further on that side and then angle it differently. I think that's the solution. Yeah, so we need to be along this line. Out to here is the problem. So can we go one further? I suppose we can. We can come out one more. So we would do something like, I don't know if I can make this happen. We would do something like this. And now we could place things down correctly. So if we go like this, we just make a temporary platform. Then we can place another one like this and kind of line that up, right, along the diagonal here. Is that right? Get rid of the hub so I can see. We need it like that, I think. No, that's... Well, that's kind of close, but we need it more to the left. We need it to be right in here like this, right aligned up with that edge. There we go. I think that's right. So if we slap that on there and go over, it's the right angle, but it's not far enough. So we need to go further out, I guess. If we go this way? How does that work? I mean, the height is wrong, but the left connection's correct. And then over here, we could... It looks like it's almost exactly half, so we could fix it over on this side if we really needed to. Do I like that weird shape? No, I do not. So is there a better way to do this? Can I use a different angle instead? Oh, you know what? It's almost a diamond. That's really funny how it worked out. So the problem is you and then you. Let's not... Yeah, let's actually make it a diamond. I like that idea a lot. So let's get rid of all of this. And let's fix how we're building this. Gotta come down here. Plus, we know that it actually lines up on the far side pretty dang well if we build it that way. So I'm going to temporarily get rid of you. And we're going to come over here and grab this. And just take this over. Can you connect up on the other side, please? There we go. We're going to take this over to here. Now, I wonder why that doesn't line up exactly. Well, regardless, we can fix this as well. That is odd. Oh, because it's angled. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But the basic idea is fine. Let's come right over here, and let's get something set up here like this. There we go. And we will come up by 3, I think. Is that right there? No, not quite. You want one more? Yes, one more will do it. Okay, and then we'll take this over to here. Is that right? No, why is the angle wrong? It should be parallel. That was strange. Okay, we'll do this the slightly more complicated way to make sure that we get the angle exactly parallel. Which is, we will bring a piece over aligned to the other side. Because whatever we did over there, it worked perfectly. So we're going to duplicate that. Let's go ahead and grab this and bring it out. And then we'll get as close an alignment here as we can. And we'll do that, looks like 3 meters, I guess, off. We're done with you. So we're going to use the old standard painted beams here. Let's see. If we grab a painted beam and come left by 3, and then up 1. If we build on that, is that right? That's basically correct, yeah, in terms of where we want it. So now we just come up to the top, to the vertical we want. Or down, I guess, would be better. Something like that. Now we can slap this on somewhere. Where do we want it? Where is it exactly right? There we go. All right, so now we have, I think, our line. If we take this over, that goes to there. Let's look at it from the sky. Does that look right? Yeah, there's our diamond shape. And we're just squeezed inside it with everything. That's really cool. Yeah, this will just work, I think. All right, let's go with this. So we're gonna have a big diamond factory over here. This kind of works. It's interesting. It's different. Now, what does that imply for our concrete here? Do we want to get rid of any of this or not? I think not. I think we just leave it here. We do have a problem over here of not lining up exactly right, but we can fix that fairly easily. Let's get this to here. So we still have to obviously do power and, you know, connections and everything. And this is a little bit on the tight side. So I'm wondering, do we need to make an allowance here? You know, I think we might have to. So if it's not going to be... If it's not going to be a perfect diamond... Oh, I see what happened. This corner is not parallel with that corner. That's why the diamond stuff wasn't working correctly. We would have to come, yeah, one less and be really tight in on the... I don't think we could get away with it. Or we build this out one more, which might be the way to go, actually, with how this is looking. Yeah, if we build this out one more and redo the whole right side, then it would be a real diamond, and we'd fix the problems with like not having quite enough space over there. So I think I will do that. Okay. What about a steel frame? Yes. Did you see the new factory game Plan B Terraform? Kind of like Factorio, but with hexagon grid and cute graphics. Joe Mako, welcome to the channel. I did see that. I think I saw Potato McWhiskey had a new video on that yesterday that I watched part of. It looks pretty good. Pretty interesting. It's not... I'm not sure it's something I would play. The top-down mechanic, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Get rid of those. But it certainly looks... It certainly looks interesting. To me, like, the problem with a game like that is, like, I feel like things get so cluttered. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But for me, I'm not sure I would play it, but I would probably watch somebody else play it. All right, let's go like that and bring this out one more, and then we should be able to, yeah, then we should be good. Okay. This is going to work. So now we're going to have our clean diamond, right? And you need to come out to where? You need to make this side of the diamond, you need to come out like 2 more. Right? 1, 2, I think. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. That's going to be good. All right. And then here we do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's that side of the diamond. And now we're going to have a little bit more room on the right as well. Now, did I get that right or did I screw it up somehow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think if we go up, yes, that is looking like a diamond the way it's supposed to. Okay, cool. This is coming together. This is the part of Satisfactory that I really like. Is like you start with something simple, like, all right, I'm going to put this oil platform here, and 45 minutes later, you've got something that you didn't kind of plan ahead, but that is really cool. Or I think it's pretty cool anyway. What is going on there? Okay. Let's keep going here and let's finish this up. And now we got to do the cross current. So one more time, we're gonna bring some foundation over from over there. Look at that. When we make the diamond, it works perfectly. Amazing. Okay. I think we're going to need to go a little bit higher with the walls, but that's okay. We can, once we've got the basic shape laid out, we can worry about the roof and the rest of the walls later. We can go in and do power and logistics for the actual factory. We can figure out the inputs and outputs for the iron ore and the steel beams. Or no, the steel ingots. This is going to produce steel ingots. All right, so there's our diamond factory. Right on the edge of the beach there. I like that. Coloration-wise, I think we go black. I think this is a we're making steel ingots. I think we go black here. Or maybe like a super dark blue. That could be interesting as well. Do I keep the metal walls? I feel like I do, but they need some kind of depth to them. The walls here. What would we do for some depth? Add more walls on top, or... I kind of wish you could, like, draw walls on walls, like sideways, but you can't. Let's see. Let's do some more metal pillars. We haven't used those a lot. So if we get some, if we get a big metal pillar... No, we need a small metal pillar. And do something like... Oh, this is weird. It won't go down. Or won't go up, rather. I guess I need to draw them on beams. What if... Okay, so what if I did something like... Right, like this. And then I put a small metal pillar under it and go down to the ground. And then we put one right next to it that does the same thing. We just have a couple of those every here and there. So let's see. If I did that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 meters in to start. Or how would I replicate this? I guess we just kind of could do it randomly too. So we give it like one like that. And then another one like that. No, I think we want it one. I think we want it to the left, actually. Am I out of? I'm out of plates. We could add some depth to it like this. So it kind of looks like, you know. Would it be better to have it start at the corner, or... Let me go. I don't know if I want this repeating all the way across. Maybe just here and there, and also I'm not sure about that either. Maybe it just goes down to the foundation instead of to the beach. Let me teleport home. TP hub. Let's grab some metal plates. What do I want? Iron plates. We ran out. There we go. And we'll go back. TP CFB. No. What was it? It was Circuit Board Factory. TP Circuit CBF. Okay. Now I'm inside here. Come out and go back where we were. So I'm kind of trying to give some depth to the the factory exterior. That's the idea behind these pillars. Actually, from a distance, this looks pretty cool already. I'm kind of okay with it. So we could do something like this, kind of all along the outside. And we could even go sideways a little bit in some places. Like do something like... It's a little annoying. I need to use the painted beams everywhere first. But if we kind of brought these along, then, excuse me. A little bit of a tickle in the throat. So then we do what? Something like this across the top. Oh, that's the wrong beam. That's the concrete pillar. Just do something like that, maybe? Or would I want it flush? Actually, more three-dimensionality is kind of good. I don't know. Do I want it flush or not? So I kind of make these little, like, shapes. Let's come out to the middle here. Kind of make these all along the exterior walls, right? And see what that looks like. And we just leave kind of one window open between them. So then we'd have another one here, I think. Is that right? No, that's a little bit too far to the right. So that would go like this. And then this would come down here. And then the next one would be like this. Right? No. A little bit more over. Come down like that. Come down like that. Do something like that, maybe? And then we keep kind of connecting them between, maybe? Let's see what that looks like. I'm worried that this section's gonna look empty and dull, but maybe not. I guess we just go like this. And then come over here. And do the same thing. Now, maybe these actually should be connected all the way. Like that. And then it's like maybe one more out here that's kind of out a little bit. And over here as well. Like this is kind of like reinforced siding for the building almost. So like that, and then like this, maybe? So we have these kind of like reinforced structures on the sides, something like this, and then we have our little glass window here, and then another one just like that over here, and something back here and back here, and then if I get rid of these painted beams. Rid of that and that and that and that one over there. Actually, this would need. I think we need to go taller here. So I might not have. Maybe I shouldn't have done the top, but I wanted to get a feel for what I was making. And then for the actual metal here, I think we want like a super dark blue, something like that. So our steel factory would look kind of like this. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this design? So like this super dark blue, it would be a little bit taller, but we'd have this diamond shape. We'd have like this super dark steel production factory where most of the building is like heavily heavily reinforced, except for this kind of this front panel. And there would be like, yeah, square metallic cages around the smokestacks. I kind of like this idea. It's different than the other things we've built, I'll say that. And I like its positioning along the beach too. So we're right on top of the oil node, which means at some future date, if we're like starved for oil, we might have to like pull some more out of here than we're actually using. But with the way I build bespoke factories, that wouldn't be for a long, long time. And there's other oil in the world. Well, I've got some viewers, but you guys aren't chatting. Probably because I haven't been keeping up with the chat. That's my bad. But I think this is pretty cool. I like this. So if we keep building this, now I do need to get higher here. And we need to get at least up to, like, at least one more level, probably two. Or do we just build the smokestacks? Do we just cage out the smokestacks and the top, like, chunk of this? I suppose we could. Now, roofing this is actually going to be kind of a problem. Let's see what that looks like if we just leave it at this height. And we go into architecture here and start putting some roofs on. Do we want angled roofs? Maybe. So something like that? Yeah, I don't know about that. Does that work? I don't think so. And we can't really do a corner here either, because this is not a standard. Is this a standard corner? Oh, I guess it is. It's a 90-degree angle. That's interesting. So we could do this now. And then kind of squeeze this in here like this. Oh, I built this wrong somehow. That corner is going to be gnarly, though. Now, if we came in along here, and then we could just have, like... Would we just leave this open, or what? We can put up, in terms of walls, we could do... Or architecture, there's, like, frame foundations, inverted frame ramp, big frame pillar. I mean, we could put some railings along here. Just like that. And then, can we get in closer here, or not? Let's go to foundations. So I'm live now. OBS was bugging. All right, Jaco, have a good stream, man. Good luck. Have fun. If I go to a roof flat here like this, that's going to encroach. But we could do walkways here, half meters, or half foundations. We could put T-crossings here, like this, out to a certain point, right? Maybe one more. Do something like that, and then I guess we could do the same thing over here. That's pretty close, but it does have a half meter of clearance. The question is what happens at this weird angle here. Like, because if we put a corner roof on this side, then we kind of have a problem of things not linking up correctly. But maybe that's okay. We just have like kind of a... Then we go what like this, and put more railing, and then this is just kind of open, or do we slide this over somehow as well? This is the problem with odd shapes, right? So if we go like that, there'll be some kind of clipping here, I guess. Yeah, a little bit. Kind of lose that one. Just kind of leave it like that, I suppose, or maybe even slide it one further to get the angle we want, and then maybe cover it over here if we can. So maybe here's another location for maybe we can do something with a catwalk here. Like if we slide that right there, Does it kind of cover it up, or it's still kind of visible though? Yeah. Can we raise the catwalk up an inch to kind of hide it? Or not? Do we want catwalk there? I don't think we do. Do I just leave that there, or is there some way to kind of disguise it? Maybe I overlap the other way. Yeah, maybe I overlap the other way. Hold on, let me move this out of the way. And that's pretty much half. So if I was able to move this half to the left somehow. So like, if I was to delete this temporarily, how would I build another one? Let's just focus on moving this half a foundation to the left if we can. So I want to, let's do this with a foundation. We can put a foundation here, like that. And then we can put a half foundation down, like this. And then we can build this off of this, like that. There we go. That actually could work. Then we put this one back, and the overlap is kind of okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There's a little bit of a thing there. Can't do much about. Foundation, the Z fighting. So we could paint these a different material. Metal roof, for example. Is a little bit better about the Z fighting. Okay. So the last piece would be getting another piece here. But yeah, there's no way to get that to work, unfortunately. I don't think. Because we can't build a half that's clipping the other way, because then that would look awful as well. And you can't build like a half piece of. I would need to. How would I even do it? I don't think I can. I just kind of have to either accept the clipping like that and hope that it kind of like doesn't show too much, or what? Put some sort of decoration here that kind of hides it a little bit. This is all very dark and metallic. Is this really what I want? I think actually this will, yeah, I think this actually will, we will move this over. Let's figure out how to, that's not what I wanted. Neither is that. Let's see. What am I doing wrong here? We want to come down to the bottom of this. So maybe I can do it like this. There we go. Yeah, we'll go like that. Bring this over as well. And we need to bring it now a little bit more. There we go. Finish that up like that. And that way it comes all the way to the corner. I like that. Okay. Why am I doing that? I don't want to do that. I want to finish this. coming out. And then 1 meter more. Let's finish that. So I'm just trying to, like, get a feel for what the final product is going to look like. We need one more exterior here. So that would come down from there. Yeah. And then up into ceiling. Is that going too high? That is going too high. Okay. So if I go like, if I go to there, that should be perfect. Right? Yeah. Okay, so there's our kind of side wall. And then what do we do about this? Do we throw more kind of junk on top? Do I just kind of put some kind of object here? Something that doesn't actually have to be here? Just to cover it up? Like if we had another something coming out of here, what would it be? Just that little ugly bit there that's bothering me. Okay, well, I feel like I've made good progress here. It is very, very dark down there. I might need to put some lighting in just to... because we're midday and the whole thing looks like super dark right now. If I were going to put something here, I would like to fix this problem. Figure out how to do it. Can I... wait a minute. That's already moved to the left, right? Can I move it further to the left, or what? Oh, I can go like that. Hold on. Oh, that's much better. That's much, much, much better. Okay. We'll keep that then. For sure. It's interesting. With this material, the overlap is actually... like, the Z-fighting is actually changing the nature of the texture. Because here, you see, these are like 1, 1, 1, and then they're spaced out. So I could actually probably do something like this, the overlap that we've got. We could probably extend it if we wanted to. Where's the one that's overlapping? It's like underneath. So if I went... which one is... yeah. If I went like this... come on. Where are you? You're there somewhere. Yeah, and I came along like this, and then built down. We can actually fill in those gaps. And now we've got almost a new texture. So deliberately overlapping them gives you this kind of a look, which is really interesting. I like that, actually. Kind of a weird, different choice. So a little further away, you still kind of get some weirdness, but as you get in close... it kind of cleans up really nice. That's an interesting difference. I haven't seen that before. I don't know quite why this is floating here. I suppose because this, yeah, these aren't designed for that angle exactly. Let's do these. What do we need here? We need, if we go to architecture, we need the crossroads here. Right? Yeah, I think so. And then more of these to the right. Kind of out like this. Now that's interesting. I feel like it should line up exactly with that one. Yeah, I think it does. And then another crossroads, I think. And then more of these, like so. And that's going to be a problem, or is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Can't have that. That's no good. So what we can do, temporarily anyway, is we can kind of build this, and then grab one of those, and go across to there, and then just delete this. And yeah, still a little bit awkward there. What do we do about that? Do we continue this out like this and then change the way the roof works? Maybe that's the way to go. So like if we were to get rid of this stuff and change the way the roof works, then what? So we come out to here like this, right? And then we just... what? Nothing? I don't like that. What if we do a half here as well? A half roof kind of a deal. So we come out like this. So that's built on kind of that. And then we come over with a half foundation, maybe? Half foundation. Like so. And we build another one of these. Like that. Then what? That maps up with that. And then we just kind of have a gap here. Do we just kind of accept a little bit of a weirdness here? That doesn't look right. Fighting with roofing. Well, the other thing we could do, what if we go like this? If we come over here and start this turn here. And then do maybe a descending corner. Or an inner corner, outer corner. Like that. That could work, that could work. Yeah, that's starting to look... that looks a little bit better. We still have a teeny tiny bit of overlap there, though. I'm not sure how we could fix that. I'm pretty sure we could if we move this to the right. So we go like this instead, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then maybe we can use an inner corner. We might be able to use an inner corner here. Something like... inner corner 4. If we slotted that here, does that do anything for us? Not really. Okay. So we just kind of keep going. Maybe we just kind of keep going along there for a bit. And then what? We kind of do a bit of magic here. Okay, so that's interesting. So we're like kind of building a square here along this edge, and then we slot something in underneath it. Or over it, kind of. That kind of looks mostly okay. I'm actually, yeah, that works. And then like back here, we just actually put something like this on. Let's go down like that. And then we make that our blue color. Okay. And then we just have flat roof from here. Like that. Got a little bit poking through, but that's okay. Go to materials, grab the metal roof. So that kind of works. Maybe not entirely. We can revisit that idea. I think we'll put this back the way it was. Did I lose an overlap there? I did lose an overlap. Okay. Those are already in place. Shouldn't we be able to... there we go. So we've got more corners to do over here as well. If we're going to follow this pattern, then the bottom edge over there should be its own thing. So like if we were going to follow the pattern over here, this would be a corner, right? No. No, this would be a corner out here, or rather, this would be to here. If I can get it on the other side, please. Yeah, this would be like this. And then we do have a corner here. Like that, right? And then it comes in by, what, 1, 2, 3? Something like this. 1, 2, 3. And then it goes another... Well, we haven't actually done this side yet. But same deal over here. This becomes a corner like that, right? Does it overhang or does it meet exactly? No, that one meets exactly at the point. Okay, so this actually has to be here. And then it comes over like this. Let's see, does that look roughly correct? Yeah, that's the idea, anyway. For the basic shape. Roofing is hard, guys. When you're not doing square buildings, roofing is hard work. It's all messy. So wait a minute. We've got this, and then 1 and 2, and then this, and then 1 and 2 and 3. So those feel like they should be perfectly aligned, but why aren't they? Is there something wrong about these corners? There's something different about these corners? Where does this come to? This does hang over. Okay. So wait a minute. Does this one hang over? Yeah. I think these are attached differently, though. I'm not sure how or why, but I'm pretty sure they are. Because look, there's just like a little bit of overhang here. And there's none here. So we actually need to fix this. This whole thing has to be redone if it's going to match exactly. Why is that? Where is the actual connection? It's like not actually connected to anything. It's just floating in midair. Whereas this one over here on the left is connected. So I don't know how I managed that, but I did. I think the way I did it was I just kind of like slapped this on the side here somehow. Or no, I think I did it with the corner piece, actually. Kind of threw it on there like somehow. How on earth did I manage this? What was this attached to even? I don't even know, like, because if I come over here now and try to build one of these, how did I even do this? Like, you can't have it hovering over the edge of something like that. Maury White says it was the beams? Was it the beams? You might be right. Maybe it was the beams. I have no idea how to replicate this on the other side now. Huh. I want it to be symmetrical. But I'm not sure I can get there. Well, let's see. No, hold on. Is there a parallelism? There is. There's a parallel. So this side is parallel with that line right there. So theoretically, if I drag this over, let's see if that works. Now, do I build something on this or along this, roughly? If I grab one of those and stick it like this, That seems like it's too much compared to what we have over here. Yeah. I don't know. It's like yeah. It's like two meters of the 8 is kind of there, and it's like a meter of overhang. It's really strange. Well, actually, maybe that is roughly the same. 2 meters and like a meter of. Let me see what this looks like if I kind of stretch it out to there like that. Does that look roughly right? Maybe that is right. I guess I can just try it and find out. So then what does it do? Then it kind of, yeah, the problem is I'm not trying to make an exact parallel version of this. I'm trying to actually have a rotated version of it. So if we use that as a guide, we actually want the bottom left edge, because this is the bottom right edge. We want the bottom left edge to be kind of the main focus, where, yeah, that's hanging out by 1, and that's not. That's like halfway. But this one is a full, even that's like not quite right. We're just gonna have to do kind of keep messing with it until we get there, I guess. We bring you here, however. We can come down like that. Is that right? No, that's way too much then. What is it over here? Yeah, it's just a little bit of overhang because the painted beams end up being in place. Can I? I think we might be able to do it with a half foundation. That seems close anyway. So if we do that and then this, right? That seems sort of right. Yeah, that seems sort of right. Okay. So did you came all the way out past the edge of the inner corner. So that would be like this. And then one of those. The roof corner. And then coming in by 3, I think. 1, 2, 3. So that's closer, but it's not quite right. That's closer, but it's not right. Where's the height difference looking like? How are we in terms of height? So the height is, I think, correct. So now we just need to get it moved. I think we need to get it moved back a little bit. So if we moved you over just a little bit like that, right, and then came down with you and redid this project, then what does it look like? Let's grab this. Come over here. Put the corner on. Does that look right? Now it's a little bit too far. Now it's not quite far enough. Huh. Wow. So what? So how do I fix this now? I need to move half a meter or so? I'm surprised it makes that much of a difference, but it does. It seems like it does. Puzzle to solve here. Or did I attach this differently? Because I'm seeing that it can attach in a couple different ways, right? It can attach like that, or there was another attachment point. See, I don't think that's right. Or is that the one we just did? And we came to there, and then attached like this. How does that look? See, that seems off. That seems like the left one's too far forward. If we look at the edge of the wall here, where's this corner actually attaching? It's slightly outside of the wall, right? It's slightly past the edge. And this one is also slightly past the edge, but a little bit too slightly, I think. Is the height the same? Yeah, the height's the same. So it's just left right here. How do I... Huh. Is it too much? Maybe it's too much. Okay. I think I actually moved this one further to the left. Like that. I think before I was mistaken about the problem. I think I didn't go far enough with the... before I started the corner. That's why it looks so short. So we want you to be like this. And then we come out past there, and then we throw on the corner like this. How do you look? Yeah, see that? I think that's it. I think that's pretty much as close as I can get it. And then if we throw these on 1, 2, 3, we can see that it looks pretty dang close. It's not perfect. But the difference is like half a meter or so, I think. It's roughly correct. And we're going to put the metal beams here as well. I mean, it's very close. I don't think I can do better. So we're kind of stuck with this, like it or not. And then over here, these guys go away now. Because we're going to use the existing roof as a starting point. So over here, we need another corner, right? Like this. Wow, that's not what I wanted. Something like this. And then we come across. Roughly to there. How did this one get done? Another corner back here? Okay. Or no, we haven't done this part yet. Yeah, that's the problem. So we're not quite sure how this is going to work. So again, these are kind of floating up in the air, which is a problem. I guess I can maybe use maybe I can use some trickiness here. I can, if I throw down like a road barrier in just the right place. Maybe I can get something to work that way. If I go like this, where's my road barrier? I kind of want this kind of on this angle, but like that, right? And then I can put a wall into it. No, okay, so that's the wrong location. Let's actually go... What did I just delete there? Let's go here. And then do this. So that would be like the start. And now I can, I think, do something like this. Over to here. And I think I just live with these little gaps here. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I could try to mess around with putting a corner on. I guess. You know, do something like... Well, maybe it's worth kind of trying. So we'd want something like this, I think. Something right between them. And then you just throw a corner on here, I guess. Where's a corner? We grab this and throw that like that. Is that what I want? No. So I want it like lower and more forward. Like this. No. Okay, so we need it more forward then. Like, maybe like that. And then come down. That's kind of okay. It's something. It's part of a wall. It's part of a roof, rather. Yeah, that's so. I think we'll live with that. That's okay. Then we have to figure out how to do the same thing over on the other corner, but it shouldn't be too hard. You know what? That's probably a better solution than most of the other stuff I've done so far. Just throwing something in place like that. Let's come out like this, so I have something to build on. And then we'll throw this like that, I think. Right? What's the general idea? Maybe a little further out. Yeah, a little further out. So more like... more like this. Then we come down one. Yeah, I think that's roughly right. Throw a corner roof on that. And that looks, yeah, pretty okay. This one was better, though. Why was this one better? It was not quite as far out, and I think it was better centered. So I think we want it one to the right, like that. In a little bit, yeah, like that. Is that more accurate? And then we come down by one. See how this looks. There we go. That looks good. Okay. So we've got the basics of the roof going here. Leaving the refineries out in the open. We need to keep going with... Oh, factory guy took off. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll keep going here. For you now, I think we start using more... Yeah, we're going to start finishing off the roof here with more... more catwalks. Rather than roofs. These are more flexible anyway. And you know what else we can do? We can kind of cheat a little bit and just hide stuff. What am I out of? Iron rods now? Okay. Let's teleport to the hub. Get some more iron stuff. We need rods and plates. Circuit board factory. We go home. Okay. Yikes. So, I mean, this is my design process. It's like, this is how I build stuff. I just kind of like stick pieces together and try things and then keep iterating until I get where I want to be. And actually, from a little bit further away, I'm not sure about those corners, but I don't know if I want to get rid of them. I just don't know. I'm not sure I like the corner pieces that much, actually. I don't like them overhanging. I liked it better when you could see the shape of the factory, to be honest. Yeah, you know, this overhanging thing, I'm not keen on it. I know we just spent like 45 minutes building it, but I might end up like completely deleting it. Because I don't like the teeth corners as much as I thought I would. It looks okay from like this angle. But like flying in from over here looks a little wonky. I'd rather have like a clean shape. And we can do that with overlapping like concrete instead of these roof pieces. Yeah, I think I might yeah, you know what? This just doesn't work for me. Save the game first, says Bob. Okay, yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Let's do that. So, steel factory, metal roof. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not after all that work. I'm just not super pumped on it. I don't really like it. I mean, I was trying to do something, but it just doesn't. It doesn't look right to me. I think we're gonna go with a simple flat roof that that matches the sides of the shape, and that way at least we keep the shape, which is kind of the coolest part right now. Yeah, anytime you're doing something that's not a square, it's so hard to get roofs to work. Look, I deleted a foundry by accident too. At some point. All right, let's get rid of this. I think we need to build taller now. Because we're not going to have the slopes. So let's do that part first. Or how tall do we... You know, maybe... Let's see. If I throw... If I throw this on top... Yeah, see, that'll cut into the foundries. So we need at least one more level here. Let's come up by one more. And that means we're going to have to redo these a little bit. Let's come up like that. Slow this down as well. All right, that gets us to the height we need, and I can fix that stuff later. Let's just get a roof on this bad boy. You're gonna go over here, and how are you gonna look over here? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So let's get the center done, and then we'll worry about the angles. Is that 7? 7. 7. 7. Okay. I'm running out of concrete. Now we will need to leave some of these open. Do we want those kind of just poking out of the roof? I think that's cool, yeah. And then we'll have like a little bit of a walkway around here. Just a bit. How do I want to do this? So these will be... We'll use half foundations here, like this. And then we'll throw on some of these guys, the catwalks. I think we'll just have a nice square around it. Where is crossing? We'll get this like this. And we'll come over here with this one. Okay. And then how are we going to do this piece? So I had sort of thought that we would end up going like this. And is the catwalk over that? It is over that. Okay, so that'll work just fine. Let's continue onwards. So we're going to go here like this. And then we grab some of these. And just go like that. 3 is enough, I think. Grab one more of those. We'll make our nice square around it. And then we'll finish up with the concrete. Okay, this looks much better to me. We'll put like a curb around the edge, and yeah, the roof was not working for me, so this is better. We need a half foundation here to go underneath the catwalk like that. And then we can finish up with some more like this. Okay. Got a small little bitty piece there that I'm not sure how we're gonna, how we want to fix that. Probably need to, yeah, like that would work. That does work. Okay. There we go. Let's keep going. Where's the half foundation? Let's grab you. You can kind of clean up this. Can't afford. Okay. And you know what else we can do? We can delineate the edge of the catwalk stuff too by putting more railings like this. It won't let me build it that way for some reason. Okay, well, we're gonna have to replace you with what? One of these. Architecture. The T crossing this way. And this way as well. And then we need the double-sided? Yeah, the straight. Okay. There we go. That looks much better. Okay. So I need concrete, and then I need to do that over there. But this is the basic approach we're going to have. Yeah, I like that better. And then we'll figure out something to put on top, some kind of cupola or other thing in the kind of the middle to give it a little bit more pizzazz. We'll put some sort of like slope here or something. But this is the basic shape, the pillbox here, or the diamond rather, for this factory. And we're gonna need to bring in some iron ore, and then go inside and do all the actual factory stuff. We're gonna power it. We're gonna bring in iron ore, and we're gonna put out steel beams. But it's kind of situated nicely here on the island, so I'm kind of, yeah, the roof attempt didn't really work, but this looks better to me. It's cleaner. We'll probably have like a pillar around the edge, so that there's something on top. We'll have more of these metal pillars over here that I've created. These will be used to add more depth to the sides. And then for the roof, like I said, we'll have a curb, like a white curb, to stop people from falling off. And we'll put a little bit more, some kind of texture on top that does something. But this is going to be the basic layout here. This is like, the exterior shape is kind of like set now, set in stone, if you will. I do like this better than what we had for the with the metal roofs. I think this is a better approach. I like its positioning on the beach. I like the different shape. And I think we're going to, yeah, I'm going to stick with this. So, guys, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to go get some breakfast. And when we next stream Satisfactory, I will be continuing work on this steel factory. We're going to set up the interiors. We're going to finish the exterior and the roof. And when we're done, it'll be taking in a little bit of iron and pumping out steel. And we can tear down all of this stuff over here. So all of these and those two, that's what we've replicated. Plus the awesome sink there. So that whole section can be gone. And we can feed it into another building, which will probably live very close to where it is right now. That will produce the encased industrial beam. So we're going to tear a lot of this out and put in another factory over here that uses the encased industrial beams. The other thing we might do is pop it over here. We'll put some, we could put some supports on this beachy area and then have like a raised factory kind of up in the sky a little bit. And that way the steel beams or the steel ingots could be piped out of here and over here and up into a little bit into the sky. You have maybe something circular or maybe just a couple of boxes. Another thing I was thinking about, actually, I was inspired from Kerbal Space Program with the symmetry there. I might have like 3 boxes on a Triforce kind of a thing, as if there was a central rocket and then we had used 3 symmetry to place 3 boosters around it. That's the idea anyway. It's an idea I had this morning. So yeah, lots of ideas to kind of like use up the space and rebuild things off of the big ugly grid, but we're getting close. I mean, you can see we've got lots of buildings now and the grid is almost gone. We're slowly, steadily chewing it away and getting rid of it. So that's the plan moving forward. Thanks everybody for being here. Mr. Lotus, Bob Schwan, Joe Mako, Jaco, Maury White, Factory Guy, Pandy, and there was a bunch of other folks here today. So I appreciate all you guys being here. Have a great day, and go check out Jaco's stream. He's got some mods going. So he's at the Weird Toast channel. Go check it out. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.